Hi everyone, I'm Leanne Lee from divaofdiy.com, and I've got a question for you. Have you ever gotten an energy usage report in your electric bill? I don't know if everybody gets one, but I got one in my mail, and it was astounding. It basically says that of all of my neighbors, I have the highest energy use. Now, I would expect my food bills to be higher with 3 teenage boys, but not my energy use. So I Googled some options for lowering my energy use. And one thing that kept popping up were LED bulbs. And so I did some research on them and was lucky enough to be able to try Ace Hardware's LED bulbs. And I want to show you what a difference it makes in your home. So I'm going to start with the areas that I use the most. See, here's the thing, an LED bulb can last, one bulb, you will save 25 incandescent bulbs. So what I mean by that is I would have changed my incandescent bulbs 25 times for one LED bulb. So the places that I'm going to consider first are places that are high. I've got 12-foot ceilings, so I'm not even going to be able to touch that with my 6-foot ladder. But then also high usage spaces like my kitchen. So I'm starting here with my candelabras. And when you look for LED bulbs, you need to know what wattage you have on your original bulbs, because they don't measure things in watts when you're talking LED. They do it in lumens, but there's a perfect explanation, and right here on the package it says 40 watt equivalent. It also tells you the type of lighting that you want. So when I'm doing things in my kitchen, I typically like more task lighting, but for my lamps and places where I want a softer light, I would do a soft white, which is just a softer feel. So your options are daylight or soft white. And all you do is take your old bulbs out. I can tell you it's crazy to me how much thicker and more substantial these LED bulbs feel. So it doesn't surprise me that they last longer, because these feel like they're broken compared to these other ones. So I'm just going to put these down. Make sure that you use ladder safety. Don't try to do this. Don't get up on your counter. Don't do this on your kitchen chairs. Get a ladder and switch them out. So you're able to get the exact light bulbs that will just replace your normal incandescent bulb. They make all different types. You know, I was worried I was going to have those ugly coily lights or something, or I was going to have those lights that you turn them on and it takes 10 to 15 minutes for them to get to the brightness that they're supposed to be, but they're not. Let me show you this. So I replaced the other two before, and I just did this one. Seriously, look at that. Not only am I saving energy right now, but I think they're beautiful. I actually like the light better than I did before. So I'm going to show you a couple of other spots where we're going to change to LED bulbs, because I promise you in 2016 I am not going to be on the top of this chart. Okay, so now I'm here in my entryway, and another light that I don't want to have to change all of the time is my chandelier. First of all, it has a ton of bulbs, which means that when I have this on, because you know I want that beautiful street view, it's burning a lot of energy. But also, I don't want to have to get up here and change the bulbs in this all of the time. So I'm switching this out with the LED bulbs. This is an omnidirectional bulb, and what that means is it has light that comes all the way around. That's perfect for a light that has glass globes. The difference between an omnidirectional and non-omnidirectional would be like a floodlight, where it's more of a spotlight direction. So I'm putting my last bulb in here, and I'm actually using the ceiling fan type bulb. It's a smaller, shorter bulb because I don't like to see that big bulb coming out of the top, but that's just a personal preference. But let's see how it looks. Awesome. Once again, I feel like it's more beautiful than it was. I don't think I had omnidirectional bulbs before because I feel like now I can really see the detail that's running through those lights. And this is my entryway lamp. I leave this on pretty much 24 hours a day. So I'm gonna switch that one out as well. And I actually had one of these in here. Remember that thing I was telling you about, that ugly, coily light bulb? It's funny, it's hollow in the center and there are actual bugs inside there. I'm not gonna pull them out because I really don't want to, but another reason why I don't like these coily light bulbs. So I have one here, it's a 40 watt I'm putting in here, or it's actually, let's see, 500 lumens, but 40 watt equivalent, which is what I had originally had in here, and I'm using soft white for this. So I'm gonna put this one in, and this is just, would be like a standard bulb, and you just screw that in. There we go. All right. And now I can leave that on 24 hours a day and not feel like I'm using a lot of extra energy. I just feel like it's nice for safety. We never know when we're gonna be home, so it's nice to have that light on all the time. Okay, let's go downstairs because I'm gonna show you the real energy saver. All right, I told you I was saving the best for last. This is my children's game room. I mentioned I have 3 teenage boys, and the thing we struggle with more than anything else, no, it's not food, no, it's not laundry, it's lights. Every day they leave the house, when we come home, all the lights are on. They never turn them off. We spend more time saying, turn the lights off, turn the lights off, and it's just a battle all the time. So in this room, I didn't design it very well, I guess. There are 9 can lights on one switch. So when they leave those on or they're down here playing, all of those lights are going at once. And so I'm pretty sure that's where a lot of this energy usage is coming from, and we're gonna test it. And what I want to show you, this is an LED retrofit floodlight kit, and it actually has new trim. I'm sure you're wondering, if you already have floodlights, why would you need this retrofit kit? Well, this is an older house that we have here, and one thing that we struggle with is drafts. And so when I was reading up on these lights from Ace Hardware, one thing they talked about was how well this sealed. And I thought that too could be part of our problem. So I came and I checked out our stuff, and I can actually feel a little bit of a draft. And so it's true, it's crazy. You lose energy everywhere. You can tell I'm gonna get obsessed about this, but I'm competitive and I don't wanna be the highest energy user. So all you have to do this is take your original floodlight out. I'm gonna set that down. This is the kit. This is how it comes. You take it out of the box, and it's all one piece, just like this. I'm gonna set this down. You pull your original kit out, and typically there's a place like this that it just snaps, and here is where your light bulb would originally screw in, okay? So we're getting rid of this. If you notice, there's nothing on the back side of this. There's nothing to take care of that draft. And let me show you what happens when you do this one. Okay, when I pulled this out, it has a foam ring that goes all the way around it, which seals all of that air. And then this is super easy. It's got 2 clips, You're just gonna take those off, and that's what loosens that up. See how this is tight? I'm just gonna loosen that right up, just like that. And then this is what I'm screwing in to where your light bulb would go. So see, I screw that in, and then it's just a matter of clipping it right back up where it was. You just stick that up there. Let me find my little clippy-doos. There's some clips up here, and it's just where your original ones were clipped on. There's one and two. And then make sure that's up there, and then you just stick it up there, and it is seriously like suction tight. All right, let's see what happens. Look at that. I cannot tell you, first of all, it's beautiful. Second of all, I can't tell you how many fights this is gonna save, not having to always be hounding about the lighting situation. Now, I still want them to practice light safety, but the fact that we're gonna save energy here is really important. These are pretty bright. The kids like to watch movies and stuff down here. So what's nice about a lot of these bulbs, actually, I'm pretty sure almost all of them, but you can get them non-dimmable, but you can put a dimmer on these and make them all dimmable. So you can have them as bright as you want, but then you can turn them down. So I would take that into consideration when you're looking at buying LED bulbs. I think they're a little less expensive if you get them without the dimmer option, but consider the fact that these bulbs can last up to 20 years if they're only used 3 hours a day. So you might want to go ahead and get the dimmable ones because you never know where you're going to use them. I may not even be living here in 20 years, but I can tell you I'm taking my bulbs with me. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I promise you this has been life-changing for me. I guess I want to thank my electric company for sending me that bill because it really does open my eyes to how much energy we're using, and we're really going to work on getting this down, and one step is with the LEDs. And I want to thank Ace Hardware for that as well. If you're looking for LED bulbs, go to Ace Hardware. They've got lighting experts there that can help you with that. But take your old bulbs with you so that you have the wattage and you know exactly what you need. I'm Leanne Lee, your diva of DIY. I'll see you next time.